picked off too, and that's exactly what he did.
Big fourth down conversion for the Jags. Now on first down, pass over the middle is complete. McDaniel completes his pass to number 6, Jamar Washington. Excuse me, that's number 5, Marquise McLean, and we do have a flag on the field. But Marquise McLean, who's a lot bigger than Washington, goes up there, made that catch, absorbed the hit, and has a big completion.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 210. And look at this catch, and bam! He gets popped right in the mouth, adjusts his face mask, and keeps going. Now, I wonder if they're going to put a targeting type thing on that. It was face mask to face mask. There it is.
That is Tony Ross. He is our official for the night, so you can tack on some extra yardage on the back of that play. So a huge play for the Jags.
And they'll go look now to see if it's intentional targeting. But I will say this from a defensive standpoint. I don't know if we can get another look at that, but from a defensive standpoint, when you're coming in on a tackle, to me, if your face mask is up, that means you're eye to eye, you're not spearing, you're not trying to target, you are trying to make a good tackle. In my eyes, if you're trying to tackle and your head is straight up, that's not a target. And right here, his head's up, but he does hit a little bit of the crown, but I don't know, when you're running full speed trying to make a tackle, I'm just not sure what you're asking defensive backs to try to adjust as they're flying in there. Again, slow-mo looks like, oh, you ought to be able to make adjustment. This game is happening. Fast paced.
It's a difficult call because they say if you launch yourself, and from that vantage point, we couldn't tell really. It was a big hit. It didn't look like he launched himself, but it was really hard to see from that vantage point. But what a catch by Marquise McLean. And he had a huge game last week. He's a transfer from Auburn, and they really count on him. And talking to Coach Rollins, he said, what we like to do, we spread the ball around, and you never know who's going to have the hot hand. One night is Marquise McLean, the next night it might be Jamar Washington, it could be Tyler Kirkwood, it just depends. And they do a good job. And then of course they have Ethan Howard, who is one of the better tight ends in the SWAC period. So they do have some weapons when they throw the football.
You just gotta, and again, I think when you're a well-oiled machine when it comes to offense, it shouldn't be about players, right? It should be about what is the defense going to give you? Because at the end of the day, any defensive coordinator will always tell you, he did come under the chin, but I mean, he's shorter than him. I don't know what you're supposed to do. As a person who's not very vertically challenged, I can tell you there's not much you can do to get out of that.
There was a gain of 15 on the play before you tacked on the penalty, so they were just trying to see whether or not there would be an ejection along with this penalty.
He's thrown out.
And it looks like he was ejected on the play. So
wow. I think it's a tough call, but I love what they're trying to do for safety for players. No question about that. I just think
guys, if we could look at that one more time while Jorge's explaining. Sorry, excuse me.
No, it's good. I just think at some point you do have to understand it's a fast-paced game, and he's coming in there. I don't know. I can see either way, but I still think it wasn't with malice. He was trying to make the tackle.
That was Bryce Turner, and his night will be over now. As you saw, the official, Tony Ross, said that Bryce Turner was ejected from the ball game. So on that hit, you have the 15 yards, you tack on the penalty, and at the same time, the Panthers will lose Bryce Turner in the secondary.
Yeah,